Big Happy Day has produced short videos on a variety of topics with some of the nation's top teachers, changemakers, and experts. Please share them and help spread this amazing knowledge. Go ahead, have a big happy day.
Hi, I'm Beres. I'm a Los Angeles-based yoga instructor, DJ, and journalist. And I want to briefly discuss a very heated topic of late, which is yoga and politics. And the question that comes first to mind with this is, how can social action and personal development be separated? And I don't really understand how they could be. If you look at where all of our mythologies and spiritual traditions come from, and they always come from localized environments. And your environment creates who you are, both as a community and as an individual. And as much as you want to believe that maybe you have something separate or outside of your community, it still gave birth to you and put those ideas, or gave you an arena for those ideas to come up. And so the yoga tradition, as it's come into America, has been changed incredibly because of who we are as Americans. And if you're talking about developing your own personal sort of, whatever you want to call it, spirituality, or your person coming to terms with who you are, there's automatically a social development to it, because we all work together as a community, whether that's the broader American community as a country or your very individualized community. So running from your culture to develop this sort of your idea of spirituality doesn't really make a lot of sense if you don't put it in the context of what your country is going through. We already know in America that trickle-down economics does not work, and yet there still persists this idea in some parts of the yoga community that trickle-down spirituality will, which is giving this sort of guru worship to this man or woman, and then thinking because of their enlightenment, if you're around them, you'll get that sense. And that's not to talk badly about the teacher tradition, which is important, but there sometimes seems to be this idea that this one figurehead and whatever they say will automatically heal the world. And that's a very dangerous idea. And that's a very dangerous notion for both the person who's saying that and the person who's believing that. And so I see a large separation that's happening where people say politics is not really relevant to the spiritual life. Politics defines the situations of your culture so you can exist within it. And the incredible amount of freedom that we have as Americans in certain respects has allowed a yoga tradition to be explored in very new and inventive ways. And there still needs to be a real community understanding, just in the sense that we still have policies that define who we are as a culture. So if you're not actively engaging in helping to shape those policies or speaking out to what you think those policies are or could be with your votes and through helping your congresspeople craft legislation or things like that, I don't see what good any sort of individual liberation is going to be for anyone. There's a lot of talk about selflessness, and that seems to me the most selfish endeavor that you can embark upon, is thinking that your own refinement, separate from what birthed you, will be of any good or service to anyone. So I hope you get out to vote, or if this is past the election, I hope you did vote. And I hope you will continue to engage in your community on a level that will serve us and your entire community, and not just your time in meditation, which is important, but there's more important things out there.